Hi everyone, my name is Stephen and I work at Loughborough College as a sales and recruitment executive in the commercial team to help companies take on apprentices within their organisation. Today I'm meeting with Danielle Sheepley and Licia Harper, who both work at the Radmoor Nursery here at Loughborough College. Danielle is the nursery manager and Licia is a nursery assistant currently doing the Level 3 Early Years Educator Apprenticeship through Loughborough College. Ladies, thank you so much for meeting me today. I really do appreciate you giving up your time and what you do to speak to me about apprenticeships within your organisation. Danielle, I'll ask you the first question. Can you tell us a little bit about the apprenticeships you have within the nursery? Do you have many? Is it just the
Yeah.
role that Alicia does, or do you have a variety of roles there?
Yeah, so we currently have 5 or 6 apprentices at the moment, and these range from level 2 in the early years educator. We currently have 5 of them doing early years educator level 3. We've recently had 2 apprentices that have just finished as well, and we also have an apprentice. She works in the nursery in the office, so she's doing the business admin apprenticeship, which is really good.
Really, so a nice variety of different roles within one
Yes,
organisation.
definitely.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic. Licia, your job as a nursery assistant,
Mhm.
what are a sort of brief overview of your responsibilities?
So I have to provide a safe and welcoming environment for all children. I have to be a key worker to children, keep track of their development, learning journeys and progress summaries. Make sure that all policies and procedures are followed at all times, and build a relationship with parents and other members of staff.
Wow, really busy then, aren't you? Okay, that's great, that is. Danielle, why have you decided to take on apprenticeships rather than qualified experienced staff in these areas?
Well, one of the reasons is myself, before I was nursery manager, I did actually undertake the business admin apprenticeship,
Oh, yeah.
and I found it really useful, a useful way to work and upskill myself. And I think by having like employees working and training at the same time, it really helps with the hands-on practical and the theory. But yeah, I mean, I just think it's a real good way to get people in who want to be there. And, you know, a lot of the time they don't have the knowledge, which is really good because we can then mould them to how we want them. And they bring, you know, their training up, you know, up to date information, and they can bring it back to the nursery as well.
Oh, fantastic. That's really, really good.
Yeah.
Licia, why did you decide to do an apprenticeship?
I feel as though I work better practically. So I think doing an apprenticeship for me worked easier because I was learning whilst working on the job. And to do coursework, it's a lot easier because I've got the knowledge behind me because I'm doing it every day.
Oh, okay, so
A
because
lot
that's
of
you
support.
doing it, it's helped you that way.
Yeah, I think doing an apprenticeship, you get a lot of support as well. So
Yeah.
obviously you've got all the members of staff around you who are qualified. You've got like management who are highly qualified. So there's just a lot of support from doing apprenticeships.
Oh, brilliant. Which obviously helps your confidence, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. Danielle, what do you look for in a potential apprentice?
So, you know, I love this bit because when we are interviewing for apprentices, you know, there are some people that have a little bit of knowledge. But what we really look for is those that are enthusiastic. You know, they really want this. So drive for, you know, wanting a career in childcare. Also, you know, when you're interviewing people, you can think, right, they really want this because they have researched, they've looked into, they have a little bit of information about the questions we ask, when really they probably shouldn't know anything. So we look for, you know, employees that are enthusiastic, willing to learn, and just wanting a career in childcare. That's really good.
Brilliant, fantastic. So, Danielle, looking at your side of the actual apprenticeship itself,
Yeah.
3 main things that all apprentices learn are knowledge, skills, and behaviours. So, can you give us some of those that you've learned so far in your apprenticeship?
So,
Myself, sorry, or Alicia?
Licia, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
so things that I've learned so far is like the normal routine for children, how to support children's positive behaviours, and then like all the little skills like changing nappies, bottle feeds, and all the routines for children.
Yeah.
And I think one of the main things that I've learned recently is like how to lead a child-led visit and how to arrange them. So they're some of the major things. But yeah, the little things I've learned is about the children.
Okay, brilliant. Extremely important in your role then, looking after people, isn't it?
I think as well with Licia, I think I've seen recently the confidence in you with dealing with parents and the professionalism. You know, you're having that theory work put in, link into your practice, which is making you so confident in your practice.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Growing quite whilst starting the apprenticeship.
Yeah. So, Danielle, what do you think is one of the main benefits of apprenticeships to your nursery?
I mean, like I said earlier, we're getting fresh bodies, people that want to learn. So they are going to college. Any updates, because things do change in childcare all the time, you know, they are learning that, they bring that back. Then we can input into the nursery what they're learning, new ways of doing things. But yeah, just, you know, it's good for morale, because, you know, people will look at them as well and think, oh, you know, they're learning, they can do it. What can I do to upskill myself? So it's infectious. It's good for the nursery.
Okay, so Lisa, you're currently doing your level 3 early years educator.
Yeah.
Is that helping you towards your long-term career goal?
Yeah, I definitely think it is. I think when you qualified level 3, it opens up so many opportunities afterwards. So that's really going to help towards my career and in my future.
Good, that's really, really good. Danielle, having apprentices within the nursery, all of them in general, does taking on an apprentice meet your expectations of what it's all about, or does it exceed it, or how do you feel about that area?
It definitely does. I mean, having apprentices in the nursery is something that's relevantly new to us. And at first I was a bit like, no, we just need people that we can throw in and get on with it and help. But actually, out of all of our apprentices, you know, they have come with next to no knowledge, but their passion, their drive, they've learned so quickly, they're all eager, and they are some of our best members of staff, to be honest. They are. And, you know, with learning whilst, you know, in the nursery, it's so good. It's really good to see them progressing. Yes,
that's really, really good to hear. Licia, what do you think has been your greatest achievement so far as an apprentice?
Well, I think as an apprentice, every day is successful if you learn something new. And obviously, when you've got no knowledge, you learn things constantly. So I think every day can be successful. But one of my main achievements at the minute, I'd say, is my gaining confidence. I've gained a lot more. And I finally know how to arrange visits, like I said, and how to take on them and what to do, what to say. And I think another one of my achievements is completing my safeguarding course for the apprenticeship. I think that was a massive task. And obviously safeguarding has a lot to do with looking after children, and passing that just felt really good.
Brilliant. That's really, really good to hear, that is. So one more question each, ladies. Danielle,
yeah.
What advice would you offer other nurseries who are looking to take apprentice on, maybe contemplating it for the future?
Yeah, I mean, I would say don't hesitate. You know, I at first was a bit skeptical, thinking, is it going to work? Have we got time for this? You know, because they're going to need a lot of training. But, you know, what I can say is that, you know, they have been very good. You know, they are some of our best members of staff, and how they progress has been amazing. The willingness to learn, they wouldn't want to do an apprenticeship if they weren't willing to learn. So, you know, they are enthusiastic, and like I said earlier, it's boosting the team's morale. It's encouraging other people to take on further training. We've got, you know, a range of apprentices now. We've got the old, you know, the school club lady, she's a more mature member of staff, and we've got the younger ones. And, you know, having more helps as well, because they all support each other. It's been really good. I'm pleased we did it.
Oh, fantastic. That's really, really good to hear, that is. Licia, my last question to you. Would you recommend the apprenticeship scheme to others?
I definitely would. I think if you've got the opportunity to do an apprenticeship, I think it's a great option, and you should definitely take it. Like I said, you work practically, so you learn a lot whilst working, and it really widens your knowledge, and it does help. So I think if you have the opportunity, definitely take it.
That's great. Danielle, Lucia, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate giving up your really important time, what you do, to speak to me today about
No problem.
scheme. Thank you once again, and yeah, hopefully everything goes well for you in the future, Lucia, and good luck. So take care and thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.